Hi, my name is Hiraj, Product Specialist at Yamaha. I am here at Pitbull Audio in San Diego, presenting the DGX 660 Portable Grand Piano. This video is a casual overview of the main sections of the DGX 660. For pricing and availability, please contact a sales associates here at Pitbull Audio in San Diego. So let's get to it. The DGX 660 is really divided into two parts. One are what we call them voices, such as the piano, and the other part, what we call the styles, such as this particular beat. So to get to those sounds really quickly, those are the two most important two buttons. There is the voice button. So basically when you press this button right here, the voice selections are on the front panel. So for example, if I'm looking to play one of the exotic sound, the sweet voices in the DGX 660, I'm going to call up the sweet flute, which is 119, and now it's that simple. Same thing, if I press the style button, the style categories and the numbers are actually on the front panel here. So if I'm looking for a nice jazz or swing style, it starts with 078. Now the other part of the styles, I can turn on the accompaniment by pressing this button right here. It's called accompaniment, on or off. So turn that on, and now I press the sync start, and the moment I play a chord on the DGX 660, the entire band begins to perform. Here's what it sounds like. It's that simple to actually navigate. So those are the two fundamental important buttons to know on the DGX 660. Finding your voices, and then finding your favorite style that you want to create your songs with. And I'm going to get to that in a second to explain how important that feature is. The other button I think that is really cool in the DGX 660 is the piano room button. This is very, very special to basically have the piano in any environment or any type of piano that you want to perform, or even close the lid up and down on a grand piano. So let me show you what I mean. So I press this button called Grand Piano. A screen takes me to the grand piano room, and at the bottom I use these buttons to change the attributes of that piano. For example, I can change the venue that the piano is in. So in this case, the piano is in a recital hall. I'm going to play the same passage so you can hear the difference between them. This is a stage environment. This is a room environment. This is completely off. And one more time, this is the concert hall. So you heard the concert hall has a little bit more reverb into it. So next is the type of piano. So I'm going to stay in the concert hall. I'm not going to change the environment, but I'm going to change the type of piano. So we know there is a baby grand, there is a full grand, and there is an upright piano. So I'm going to play through the different, again, the same passage, but switch between the different pianos. So this is a grand piano, obviously. This is a baby, or what we call a pop piano. This is a warm grand. This is a honky-tonky piano. It's that simple. Now I'm back to the grand piano. Since I'm at the grand piano, one of the beauty of the grand piano is that lid. Now, the sound changes based on how that lid is, if it's closed or if it's open. So I'm going to start with the lid closed, and I'll play a quick run and then take you through closed, half open, and full open, so you can hear the difference. So this is closed. This is half open. And this is a full open. And I'm sure you heard the difference between all three different tonality that those pianos represent by just opening and closing the lid. So piano room is awesome because you can change the environment, you can change the type of piano, and then you can change the lid of the piano from closed to open. So that's piano room. In addition to the styles and the voices that you heard earlier, you can also learn how to play certain songs from the built-in song list that is available. And we at Yamaha, we developed a teaching mechanism within our instruments to teach you how to play. For example, you can slow it down. You can turn off one of the hands, so you can learn just the left hand, or you can just learn the right hand. And there is a way for it to wait for you to play the right note. So there is a suite of lessons that you can learn. You can even learn the chords by looking at the screen that displays the chord for you. You can learn the actual notation of the song from the screen. So let me demonstrate what I mean. So this is one of the built-in songs that's in the DGX 660. It's called Silent Night. So I'm gonna press start and stop. The song begins. So on the front panel, I have R1 and left 2. So now I'm gonna switch between them, turn them on and off, so you can see that you can learn each hand separately. So you saw me when I pressed the R1, it actually turned off the piano part of learning the melody. Next, if I press the score button right on the top, you can see the actual notation on the screen itself. And the other thing I told you about, you can slow down the tempo. Cool. So these are some of the functions that allows you to learn from the built-in songs or load additional songs using the You Are the Artist program that we have. And what that is you can match the MIDI file that you can download from Yamaha Music Soft on a USB drive such as this one, load it into the instrument, get the matching from Hal Leonard songbook for that particular song. Now, what you hear and what you see on the notation sheet are exactly the same. So this helps the student or anybody who's learning to actually hear the actual music, and then it will be perfectly matched with the score that is on the sheet music. So that's called You Are the Artist program that we have currently for the DGX 660. Another really cool feature of the DGX 660 is to be able to plug a microphone directly into the instrument and use some of the amazing effects such as reverb that's built into the instrument and just sing along. And I'll just say a few words. Check, 1, 2. I am here in front of the beautiful portable grand DGX 660, right? So this microphone is simply plugged into the mic input in the back. You heard the reverb on my voice, so it sounds really, really nice. But now I want to actually bring all these attributes all together to show you how amazing this instrument is for a songwriter or anybody who's trying to just play along and to record themselves. So again, using a standard USB drive, such as this one, it's called a USB flash drive or thumb drive. There are different names for it, but just this is what it looks like. You insert that into the USB port on the front panel of the DGX 660. Now I'm able to record my right sound, my styles, and my vocals directly onto that USB drive. This is part of the video where I'm going to bring the entire functions and the technology that's built into the DGX 660 together, so we can record a beautiful demo audio to a USB drive, which then you can transfer it to your smartphone, email it to grandparents, or just for you to listen to on your computer. So here's how the process works. So I inserted a typical USB thumb drive or USB drive. I have my microphone plugged in with reverb. Check, 1, 2. From the voices, I pressed voice and I selected the sweet flute voice. Here's what it sounds like. It could be any sound you want. And from the styles, I chose the R&B ballad. And I'm going to turn on the accompaniment and sync start on. So this way, the moment I play a chord on the keyboard, the band basically begins to play. Now, so I'm set up. All I have to do now is make sure I press the song/audio twice to make sure I get to a new audio file to record on. So now I'm ready to go. I'm going to press the record button on the front panel right here. And then I'm just going to play a few chords and then use my voice and play something with my right hand side, the right side of the keyboard that is, and then play it back so I can hear what I just did. So here we go. So now you can actually hear my voice being recorded, and I'll play a few voices with my right hand. And then after I'm done, press the record button, and it's writing to the USB drive. Now if I play it back, there's the drums, the accompaniment is on. So now you can actually hear my voice being recorded. That's my voice. And I'll play a few voices with my right hand. Cool. So that's basically how simple it is to take all these features in the DGX 660, such as the microphone input, the styles, and the voices, and record all that directly to a USB drive. Now I can take this thumb drive, put it into my computer, and transfer it to my favorite smartphone so I can listen to what I just created. This is a great tool for a songwriter, because think about it for a second. If you're trying to record a song, you want to be inspired, and the inspiration here, it's basically from the styles. So there's all genres of music. So even if I go to, for example, I want to record a song in a bossa nova feel, I simply press style and then choose from the Latin category 127, which is samba, and then this is my bossa nova, and here's what it sounds like. So this is what I call the inspiration of the instrument, is you call up a style and then you engage with it by creating a brand new song, or if you have lyrics in your head, now you're composing a song using the inspiration of the DGX 660. So basically I'm playing chords and it follows my chords directly. Same thing on the right hand side, I can press a voice and I can go to a beautiful piano sound, which is 001. Now I can play something with a bossa nova feel that sounds like this. Maybe I want to bring in an intro. So again, remember, I can record all that directly. Awesome. So this is the DGX 660. So one of the beautiful things about the DGX 660 is the feel of the piano itself. So if I go back to the piano room, the keyboard, what we call it, is graded hammer, meaning it's heavier at the bottom and lighter on the top, just like an acoustic instrument, which we Yamaha manufacture. We actually make very beautiful grand pianos. And if you ever looked inside a piano, you'll notice that on the left side of the piano, inside the actual piano, once the lid is open, the strings are much thicker versus the strings all the way on to the right of the piano, which that means it requires more muscular strength to hammer those strings on an acoustic piano. And because our intention is for somebody who's learning on this instrument to translate and to graduate to an acoustic piano, it's very important to recreate that feel with our action. And this is what we mean by graded hammer, meaning if you take your palm and actually press the bottom keys and vice versa, the upper keys, you'll notice a big difference in the resistance of these of the keys themselves. So this way, the student, whoever is learning on this piano, when they play on this instrument, they develop the necessary muscular capabilities on the fingers. So when they are in front of an acoustic piano, which is the absolute beauty, they're not thrown off by the amount of strength it requires to hammer those strings. So that's an important feature of the DGX 660, that it has graded hammer action on the instrument. Again, please get in touch with Pitbull Audio, with one of their great sales associates, for availability and pricing. And thank you so much for watching. Hi, my name is Haraj, product specialist at Yamaha. I am here at Pitbull Audio in San Diego, presenting the DGX 660 portable grand piano. This video is a casual overview of the main sections of the DGX 660. For pricing and availability, please contact a sales associate here at Pitbull Audio in San Diego. So let's get to it. The DGX 660 is really divided into two parts. One are what we call them voices, such as the piano, and the other part, what we call the styles, such as this particular beat. So to get to those sounds really quickly, those are the two most important two buttons. There is the voice button. So basically when you press this button right here, the voice selections are on the front panel. So for example, if I'm looking to play one of the exotic sound, the sweet voices in the DGX 660, I'm gonna call up the sweet flute, which is 119, and now it's that simple. Same thing if I press the